Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am your caster, Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have got the members of Keanu Reeves, and on the right is going to be Celeb Gaming. This is a heroic division matchup, and it is a best of 3. Let's go ahead and jump into those map bans, because I'm sure you're at home itching and wondering why and how, after 21 minutes, we finally got to Battlefield of Eternity. The home team this evening is going to be Keanu Reeves, who who lost the coin flip. They banned out Sky Temple and Dragonshire. The members of Celeb Gaming opted for first pick priority in game number 1, and so that's going to be their ban of Brax's Holdout and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Battlefield of Eternity is going to be the choice of map for Keanu Reeves, as they have lost that coin flip and didn't have the priority. Let's go ahead and jump back into our draft, as this is already unfolding in front of our faces. We do have an Abathur being banned out, and let's see what we get here from the opposing side. This is Battlefield of Eternity, so it's going to be race-based around the Immortal. I'm sure of it this time, because last time I talked about Infernal Shrines for about 10 minutes and then realized as we loaded in, wrong map. But Battlefield of Eternity, you're going to be wanting to see a lot of priority under that Hanzo, Greymane, Vala, Cassia here and there, maybe for the blinds. If someone does have more of an auto attack based composition, you can maybe nab that Joanna, or or if there's like an Illidan or something, that you can pick up that Cassia for those blinds from her as well. But I've been seeing a lot of Lunara play. Her vision is a high priority in a lot of these maps. She does have that not Unfurling Shadows, that's Sylvanas. She does have the it's on the tip of my tongue. It's that level 4 that was moved from level 7 and is driving me insane. Not natural perspective. Nature's Calling. There we go. Did it. I'm a caster. We do have that Abathur and a Nubrak being banned out on the right-hand side, and a Chen and Ana to be banned out on the left. There's no Zeratul priority from either of these teams when it comes to the bans. We could see that being popped up here. We do have Kira, who is still banned out, unfortunately. I think for another week. Perfect 1010. Thank you for the follow, my friend. I am glad you're enjoying the content in front of your face, and thank you for supporting the stream. Is it the Zeratul? They're thinking about it. No, they go for the Sylvanas, actually. So push power with Sylvanas is extremely powerful with the Immortal. They're also going to be able to pick up the race from the Immortal from her is I think it's okay. It's not the fastest, but she also offers a lot into the team fight as well. The Wailing Arrow is a great way to shut down the enemy team and step further forward into them. We'll see what they pair into that if they go more siege-based. But we do have a Tyrande. Do we get a Diablo with that? Do we get... No, we get the Greymane. That's a classic duo right there. I was wondering, do you go main tank, or do you go for your race? Because those are pretty much the two options. Your solo lane can really wait here, because there's so many great options on a map like this. Leoric offers a lot into the friendly team, as well as you have things like Artanis. This is the one map where we actually do see a lot of priority onto them. Lunara is awesome on this map. I very much agree. But in the heroic division, I'm wondering what their priorities are, because we are going to be seeing this Garrosh and this Lucio coming out here on the right-hand side. Lucio does have that break it down for some pause in the fight. Garrosh does have a great AoE taunt to pull a lot of enemy members in. Excuse me. And they just need to kind of pair in some Wombo with that, and they need a little bit of race too. And I'm trying to think, like, what would they ban out? Do they ban out something in the solo lane? Do they ban out something in the race potential, like a Hanzo maybe? But I'm just not feeling it with this composition. Double range right now, that's a lot. Maybe they ban out, oh, okay, Maltheo I like. That would be strong in the solo lane as well as strong in the race. We could be considering a Li Ming here potentially as well. Maybe, I mean... Li Ming is actually, she's pretty strong on this map. We've seen a lot of Aether Walker build. I actually think the build that we've been seeing a lot of Li Mings go for with this Magic Missile build, where it's around Aether Walker and you have Calamity and Fireflight. I think that's what we often do see on Battlefield of Eternity, but that is a strong ban coming out from the members of Celeb Gaming saying, no, that Joanna is not making it in here, because they can definitely pick that up, and the blinds from her would be really impactful, as well as the Condemn as a setup for the Greymane. Jaina will be picked up here, pairs into that Greymane as well, so they've got a lot of their core damage. They need a main tank and a solo lane right now. Main tank-wise, pairing into this, they could pick up something like a Muradin, who does aggress pretty well. The Diablo is still on the table, but they're going to go ahead and grab that Yrel for the solo lane. Showing that a little bit early, but I guess they don't want to pick up their main tank just yet. A little surprised. I mean, well, they don't really have to worry about the enemy team taking away a main tank, so I guess the priority onto the onto the solo lane coming out from Keanu Reeves makes a lot more sense. They're like, you know what? They're not going to pick up a Diablo or anything right now. We don't need to prioritize that. So let's grab that solo lane that we want to have. Now they can pick up Leoric here, who might be strong into URL, but they already took out that Malthael. Vala will be picked up, and that's going to be an Imperious, a hero that I often do kind of throw to the wayside, but he's got so much value. And there's the Diablos I've been talking about this entire game, or this draft. I mean, it pairs into the Jaina, it pairs into the Greymane. There's a lot of synergy coming out from Keanu Reeves. Not to say that there isn't on the right-hand side as well. Vala's great follow-up damage, as well as the Sylvanas. On top of that, Imperious and Garrosh have great setup and starts, and then Lucio's able to amp it up and speed up that team, or get that healing buff as necessary in the fight. Break it down, as I mentioned earlier, is a great way to kind of pause the fight, get your team bolstered back up, and they can continue to add that pressure back into the enemy team. It's funny because I could hear Bandit like messing around with the toy the entire draft, and then the moment I swap over the camera, okay, I was like, are you seriously about to stop playing the piano the moment we swap the camera back over? AA Ming build potential. There's actually, yeah. I mean, Laughing Underwater, you heard it on the on Into the Nexus today. It was funny because they brought it up and then they showed the talents, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, no, that's the Li Ming build that I see quite often. Oh, he is just tearing that piano apart. Good boy. You're a good boy, Bandit. Alright, everybody, let's go ahead and get into this. We got ourselves a game number 1. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Keanu Reeves. We're going to be having Kelsier is going to be on the Jaina. Dude Abides is going to be on the Urel. We're going to be having Porky on that. Tyrande Zinaris is going to be on the Greymane, and my pal Vince, is going to be on my pal Vice is going to be on the Diablo. On the right hand side, we got the members of Celeb Gaming. Evasion's going to be on the solo lane Imperious. We will have Mr. Basket going to be on the Vala. Met will be on the Sylvanas, Tiger JK on the Garrosh, and Slip on the Lucio. Let's go ahead and get on into our bottom lane. Sentinel coming out. Does it connect? That's GG's right there. That's it, everybody. We're just gonna go. That's just back to the desk. Let's see what we get here for our. Ooh, hold on here. We have Accelerando for the Lucio. I would have thought that party mix is just pretty much the standard for level 1, but Slip changing up a little bit more mobility coming out with that one right there. Vala into the standard build with her, and then we also have a different level 1 for this Urel that I don't see very often, and Slip so very low, but Garrosh will get it picked off here in the bottom lane. First blood going to be going over to the members of Keanu Reeves. I've never tried it because it sounds crazy, but after today I kind of want to. You should. Lucio does get picked off there, so it is going to be a 1-for-1, excuse me, way more than that. Oh my god, Met just over that wall barely. The Sentinel swipe. The snipe from Porky? Which I apologize, I don't think I caught them in the... No, I did. I caught them. That Sentinel right there. That's just clip that and send that to Nexus. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank on the Nexus podcast. The Nexus, not the Nexus commentaries. The recap podcast where they show the highlights, and I'm blanking on the name, but Slip gets picked off right there. This is some really early game aggression coming out from Keanu Reeves. Wow. Like, that's a lot of pressure. Like, in the bottom lane to be able to just to apply pressure that aggressively and continually get kills. Like, let's look at that early game experience and see. I just always do this. Let's look at the early game experience right now. 4 kills, sub 2 minutes has yielded them 1,228 experience. Jeez. Just G's. Let's go ahead and get some of the stuff set up in the background as well. All right, we do have this Diablo who's going to just be sitting over in this bush, and we can actually get that vision right now for Slip, show you exactly what they're seeing, and also let's jump into top lane as Dude Abide's going to be pushing around Imperious just a bit. We do have the rotation coming out for the camp on the right-hand side. This is very early from Celeb Gaming, in my opinion. We often do see the teams grab these camps a little bit later, just as you're more or less getting the Immortals announced, or excuse me, as they're spawning. And the reason being, and I'll kind of point it out here, and they're actually holding this left-hand side. So we can this is a great example between the two teams. So you can see Greymane holding this out on the right-hand side, and you're going to see the camp coming into the top lane. They're going to force Urel out, but this means that they're going to be able to get the clear onto this. I will say that they are playing this aggressive and they're forcing them back, but here this is the value from the Shaman camp. Now Greymane grabbed the other one just now, and there's 5 seconds left on this Immortal spawn time. This is going to be entering the lane as the Immortal spawn, meaning that the enemy team is going to have to deal with this some point during the Immortal phase, or at the beginning. Right now, they actually also have an Impaler camp in this bottom lane. Both teams playing almost the same strategy here, but I would say from Keanu Reeves, a little better on the timing, in my opinion, just because of how it's going to split enemy teams in the lanes. Shaman camp was already cleared, and they know that Imperius is in bottom. The entire team is up here, so they dive onto the Diablo, onto the Garrosh, who is trying to make their way out, but they end up going down right there. And so now Sylvanas is going to be, I think Sylvanas might have swapped out, but still, Met being down here, going for the clear onto all this while they had the whole team ready to kind of pounce on the opposing side is a really strong win in your department. So it's just something you can take into your own games. I mean, camp timings are a huge thing and makes such a big difference, but they can also, and they're very, I think in my opinion, easy to learn. It's, you know, you've got standard maps that you want to grab camps at certain times, and it's repetition as well. You'll learn it over time, but that was the Diablo getting picked off. 82 souls onto them, Celestial Charge from the Imperius right there, and they managed to back off. And this is also going to be Vala. Look at your mini-map on the right-hand side, going to be going for the burn onto that. Once they see that happening, they know it's going to be a 4v4 potential. You can see the pings coming in. Diablo's back up and alive as well. Death timers are really, really short at this point in the game, so let's pull away our vision. Or excuse me, pull away our talents right there and see what we get here so we can see the full vision. That's going to be the Jaina going down. Meanwhile, Vala was still auto-attacking to the right-hand side. Mr. Basket does come over, and the members of Celeb Gaming have traded out thus far that Lucio for the Jaina, and they're trying... Ooh, nice Celestial Charge, but it's going to be Urel right there, and they're still whittling this down. Even though they are on the defensive side, on the side of Celeb Gaming, they are going to be getting their Immortal whittled down slowly over time by Porky and Xenaris. And oh my god, Tiger is going to be able to make it out? The Sentinel already went, but the Lunar Flare was a touch too late, and this is going to be first Immortal going over in favor for the members of Keanu Reeves. They also pick up their 7 talent here up ahead of the enemy side, but they're going to kind of match that in just a second. Urel already in top lane, not... Okay, I was going to say, not splitting off into bottom, but there they go. You're a more generous person than I am? No, it's... yeah. It's all I care about is games. Like, there's BS, and that happens, and I get it. But once we're in the game, I'm happy. It's behind me. I'll just bitch about it to my neighbors that don't care at the bar tomorrow. So let me tell you about this team that didn't show up on time. Bahamut, or Chris, which we actually call you. I have no idea what you're talking about. No, it's not that big of a deal, but we do have this Immortal going down. The Fork going to be falling as well. Porky going to be able to make it out alive right there. Can Vince get out of here? That was a really good toss from Tiger, and a lot of good damage coming out as well, but they're not able to follow up enough. Those souls from Diablo really, really keeping them intact right there as the Dude Abide finds a flank. Huge Righteous Hammer, Righteous Hammer to knock them back right there. A lot of damage over time being spread to so many members from Met right there. They don't get the counter kill. It does the Dude Abide go down? Yes, but they end up getting the trade onto the Vala, and they have found themselves a Sylvanas on top of it. Keanu Reeves. Damn! Oh, thank you so much, Ektar. I appreciate that. Also, thank you for handling things earlier. Sorry if my messages were, like, passive-aggressive. It was just... time. Time had passed, and I was like, I don't know what to do, but thanks for handling that, my bud. Also, thank you for clipping that once again. Sopo, I got... Start of the game. Owl kills him at the... Shredded Wind, how you doing, bud? I don't think I said hi to you, but thanks for coming by. Alrighty, 10 talent here has arrived for the members of Keanu Reeves. Let's see what we get here. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I did want to look at this level 1, the Light of Karabor. Radius hitting heroes. Okay. It's not a talent that I often do see. That Divine Steed was picked up as well. We do have the Shaman Camp going to be picked up right there on the right-hand side. They already pushed theirs into top lane on the side of Celeb Gaming. And this is the example I'm talking about right now. Look at this. The Immortals are out. Evasion has to stay in this bottom lane a little bit longer. They've already made it to top. They've already got the clear. They can rotate in a little bit slower, but Tyranda's already here. So this is just what I'm talking about. There's these little things with these timings that really can make a big difference in the game. Their top's already cleared, and Pierce is still down here. They are just going to go straight up for the race between the two teams, but it seems like the race coming out from Keanu Reeves is a touch faster. Oh, they're nice and dominable coming out from the garage right there, but I don't know if they're going to be able to make it out alive. That's so much slow and so much sustained damage coming out. The combo into the Jaina and the Greymane is what I noted in the draft. Righteous Hammer, maybe they didn't get it off in time right there. Or they push him in the wrong direction. I thought they were going to be able to push him towards Vince, but this is going to be a very healthy Immortal going to be going over in favor for Keanu Reeves, as Due to Buy does knock around evasion. They also pop their own Ardent Defender. That is going to be the Angelic Armament getting some huge damage into Zanaris, but Yrel ends up getting picked off right there. They're slowly turning this around. That's going to be Break It Down used by the Lucio. Celestial Charge going to be on the Diablo, who's trying to just fire stomp their way through this and live, but I think that was more or less a sacrifice so that way the Greymane can make it out alive. Immortal was picked up, but they managed to do a ton of damage right there. Removing the souls of Diablo, he is going to be back up and alive, but as noted, 0 souls. That's a hard spot to be in because you were so used to being a tanky big Lord of Terror. Now you're not so lordly. Hype for you to cast my game. Yikes S tier. I'm very excited about it as well, my friend. Kumiko, how you doing? What's up with all the roll slops for CTV? I have no idea. They asked at the start of the game, and then I don't know if anyone responded. I wasn't really reading it because I was going through the name. Richard, what's up, bud? You're a roll slop. Okay. Let's see. It's going to be 12 to 11 in our levels. 12 to 6 in kills between these two teams. We might see a different number coming through in a second. Nice toss coming out from the garage to remove them from that fight right there as the Greymane is going to be diving in. That Lightning Breath from the backline. Righteous Hammer to push back evasion as they were trying to step forward with that Angelic Armament to get the bit of damage into the Greymane, but that's going to be denied for now as the Lucio is going to be getting that reverse amp right on out of here. That is the Water Elemental chasing, and Slip taking quite a bit of damage from that, but with a wave here, and they've got a nice tank like front line, they're going to be stepping really far forward beyond this gate. Greymane dives in, they find the kill on Sylvanas. Keanu Reeves coming out in our game number 1, out for blood. Like, wow. 15 to, like, was it this one? There you go. There's your breakdown on your kills. All right, we'll wait for 13s and we'll cycle through some of the other numbers after that, but this is a bit of an invade coming out from the members of Keanu Reeves for now. Is that the Bahamut Gaming? What's up, Shin? How are you doing, Shinkari? I saw your tweet about the cats not being in your apartment anymore, and I don't know why, but I audibly awed that this morning. I was just reading through Twitter and and it was something about like I think like your roommate or your brother and cats were gone, and I was just like, oh. Like, I get that. I get that. Keanu Reeves showing up? Yeah. Lord of Frightened? Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Yo, Chess Leader, how you doing, bud? Ooh, hold on. Tiger JK with that's going to be a huge Warlord's challenge, but there's no major follow-up on top of that. Meta's still peppering in that damage from the backline, and as I said, that Diablo is a lot weaker because they don't have those full souls. Break It Down was used. Absorption will be used by Yrel, who's going to take all of that damage. Gets the... Oh, the Avenging Wrath over the wall is such a feels-bad moment on the enemy's side. Just like, we got... Oh. It's like when Murden Dwarf tosses out and no one gets that stun or gets the condemn from the Joanna to pull him back in, but that's a rough moment. I think the team learned tonight they shouldn't let me drink in solo lane. Chess Leader, I want to know so much about that statement. You have no idea. My brother's girlfriend is the owner of the cats. They both moved out, so no more cats. That's... I'm gonna send you pictures of Bandit later, and I hope that helps. This is just gonna be straight up race between these two teams. Who's gonna be able to take it in time? Ooh. That's a pretty good race coming out from the members of Celeb Gaming. They barely get it right there. That is going to be the Regeneration Globes all stolen away in favor for Keanu Reeves, who's going to be up for the defense. 12 minutes into this game. This isn't the strongest Immortal in the world, but it's definitely starting to scale up there. Yo, Kage, how you doing, bud? Evasion lived through the team fight. What is this? Yeah. It's Heroic Division. There's no fiestas. There's no clowns here. Nothing. We sent a replay cast. Oh, that's the one? Okay. I have that. Bandit fixes all. Bandit always fixes all. Immortal going to be pushing in through the top lane. They're getting quite a bit of value with this right now. 15 to 14 when it comes to our levels, and they're going to be backing off and going for the clear right here. Mr. Basket is going to get tagged by that Sentinel, but it's really not that big of a deal. We haven't highlighted the vision much at all, so let's go ahead and jump over to the side of Celeb Gaming as they are going to be pushing up with us Immortal. They get the little bit of vision on Diablo, but that is going to be met. Oh no, they already used their they used their passive before. I was like, are they going to be able to lock down these towers now? And they back right out of there. So they get a fort and a keep front gate, roughly. I'd say that's a pretty good Immortal phase for the members of Celeb Gaming. Keanu Reeves could make the chase right now and see if they go for that. Jump onto who doesn't have stacks. Who doesn't have stacks? There we go. And I just want to get the vision for them as they're going for this invade, because this is very, very aggressive right now. They do see that there's a few in bottom lane going for the clear onto this. So they're going to kind of zone and... yeah, they're going to zone them back a little bit and anchor in this lower portion right now. This is a good thing for if you're a tank player. This is a really good thing to see right now. Look at Tiger JK and my pal Vince. Like, look at the way that they were posturing for the friendly teams. Everyone from Keanu Reeves was over in this pocket in this top left of our screen, and everyone on the side of Celeb Game was down here. They were waiting for those two tanks to make the initiating call. If Diablo dove into the backline, that would have been the friendly team following up. Greymane should have followed up with that as well, but the positioning wasn't in their favor, so they just more or less fire stomped out, got vision, kind of played that, hey, I'm a tank, you're a tank, don't step forward, otherwise I'm going to push you back and I'll sacrifice myself before my team gets picked off. So it's just something in your own games. Like, if you're a tank, like, that's the posturing you can take right there. You don't have to be super aggressive in their face. You don't have to be auto-attacking them and charging in. Just, you're Lord of Terror. Be a Lord of Terror. You're an Orc War Chief. Be an Orc War Chief, but, you know, make those calls. The more you know. Oh, there's a beautiful eight-year-old, but I gotta wait. Zek Erosen, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Sorry about I was not paying attention to minimap, but it looks like we have our Immortal phase popping up here in just a second. Bruiser Camp's gonna be picked up on the right and the left as they are just clearing out the Impaler camp that was picked up after they had that invade over there. So now, oh, this is going to be a nice war bush, but that's actually going to be a Warlord's Challenge coming out. And this is a break it down used from the Lucio. Wailing Arrow came out from that Sylvanas. They're making their way out of this. This is actually going over really well for the members of Celeb Gaming. My pal Vince is so very low. They don't have souls to bring themselves back up, as there is going to be a fight breaking out and just being split off from the team right now, as this is going to be Mr. Basket's going to be taking down the Dude Abides. We do have Tyrande going down over here as well. 2 for none, and the members of Celeb Gaming starting to turn on the heat in this later half of our game number 1 on Battlefield of Eternity. But to note, Shaman Camp and Catapult pushing up through bottom. We do have this Impaler Camp, not full, but still going to be pushing up through there. And they wanted to lay this out. My pal Vince taking a very aggressive dive into this. That might have not paid off. It worked out for them. That Garrosh also popping the Indomitable. Meanwhile, Met will go ahead and get the halfway mark onto this. There's 22 seconds, or I guess 20-ish seconds for both those heroes. There was the Hearth from Vince. Look at just that health bar. What is Diablo's health pool right now? 7,238. Jesus. This should be Immortal completely in favor for the members of Celeb Gaming. There is going to be a little bit of shield taken down right there. They were weakening this a little bit. They do have their Diablo backs. They're going to dive in for a second. They take out, what, 8th? A comfortable 8th. Can you show us 16s? Chris Hansen has entered the chat. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared for that. It's an 8-year-old cat. No, sorry. Sorry. All right. Got you. I didn't say the word cat at the end. My bad. But we were talking about pets, so it's okay. We have the huge blow up onto Greymane and the Tyrande right there. Break it down was used by the Lucio as well. The Dude Abides does break away from this fight. Sorry, just that comment, just laughing underwater. Oh my god. Broke me for a second. Ice Block was used by the Jaina, but it's not going to be enough as they end up getting picked off. Immortal's still going to be healthy, pushing down through the bottom lane. 18 to 18 in our levels, and they have closed that experience gap that was there before. Let's actually jump over to that experience right now. Yeah, I always hit the wrong button. And they're going to be able to just burn down this keep. Celeb Gaming, with the aggressive posturing, looks like they want to end the game. They're not even going to wait for the Immortal. They're just going to go straight into this core. And I don't disagree with this whatsoever. You have an opportunity to end the game while the enemy team's been pressuring you out consistently throughout the entirety of this one. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, smack that core. The Immortal steps up as well. They do their best for this defense, but it's just the Urel, just the Diablo. And that's game number 1 going over to the members of Celeb Gaming. GG. Well played. God, chat. God. Whew. Let's get our next map set up here. You're everything and everyone. Let's see, I just want to make sure I don't miss things. Yep, I missed things. Of course I did. Okay. Ooh, yeah. What kind of cat are you getting, Shinkari? What's your new baby? What's your new baby gonna be? You gonna go with the tabby? Oh, you have taken out all the stuffing, didn't you? Yes, you did. Yeah, you did. All right. Sorry. I need to set up maps. They want a map. Okay. Let me just mark this on my end. This. Wait, no, that. Yeah. Okay. And let's also update the team score while I pick up fuzz all over the ground. Yeah, I made a bracket command. Oh, it's that Cat Peach.
Aren't you a big proud boy? Aren't you proud of what you did? Look at all this. You did this. You found the speaker. I'm so very proud of you, Bandit. You're such a good boy.
It's just Hold on, there's more fuzz underneath your paw. I know you're hiding it.
I see. Wait.
Alrighty, cool. We have our map. Let's go ahead and set that up. Let's get them in here. Let me do this, that, and this. Yes. Okay, cool. Look at all that fluff, yeah. Bandit, murder of toys, but too cute to blame for it. No, I'm glad, because I ordered, as promised, because all the sub donations have been insane lately, I've ordered 6 months of bark boxes for Bandit. Don't tell him. Oh, he knows. He definitely knows. But yeah, we got 6 months of bark boxes coming in. So whenever those come in, we'll do like a special thing for him every single time. Sorry for the match. Hold up, Bahamut. I tried to get the situation handled as quickly. No, you did. No. Like, thank you so much, Ektar. Seriously. Like, my saltiness in the caster chat was mostly due to the fact of just like, hey, I need someone, please. We just need one more player, and then we are going to be good to go. Let me get them a Twitch link, because I didn't do that earlier. I didn't even say that I was casting, and oopsie, broadcast. All right. Teams are. And his face after you said that? Yeah. He knows. He knows. All right. Alrighty, everybody. We got ourselves a game number 2. Let me make sure that I'm all set on my end. Let me just do this so I actually have updated information. And this is a map pick by them because it's that game, not band picked. There we go. Alrighty, everybody, let's go ahead and get into this. We are going to be heading into our second map, and that map is going to be... Welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series, everybody. We are in our first of 2 Heroic Division matchups. On the left-hand side, we've got Keanu Reeves, down 1 game in our best of 3 series, trying to take it to that game 3 on that mystical third map. But Celeb Gaming, trying to take it in a 2-0 fashion here on the right. We are going to Infernal Shrines, and if you're sitting at home and you just ordered yourself a bunch of bark boxes, and you're like, wait, I looked away from the computer. Why? What? Why are we Infernal Shrines? I got you. But keep ordering that bark box. Your dog needs that. The home team this evening is going to be the members of Keanu Reeves. Sky Temple was banned out by them, as well as Dragonshire. The coin flip was won by the members of Celeb Gaming, and that gave them first pick priority in that first game. Braxis Holdout and Tomb were banned out by them. Sky Temple and Dragonshire banned out by the members of Keanu Reeves. The first map was Battlefield of Eternity, picked by Keanu Reeves and lost by them. They opted for first pick priority in game number 2, meaning Celeb Gaming has chosen to take us to Infernal Shrines. We keep it thematic this evening as we get back into our draft. Anubrak and Joanna being banned out. Who's Noob Esports? For Esprouts? It's a Division S team. Or Division S. It's a Heroic Division team. Like, I think Jet's on it, right? Isn't Jet on it? I heard a game's being played by a team here. What's up, Satat? How you doing, bud? Good to see you, my friend. Alrighty, we've skimmed through our bans. Let's go ahead and I'm seeing chats break out in channels that I didn't mean to start or anything like that. It's not my intention. It's nothing like bad or anything. It just I don't mean to start debates ever. That's a first pick Chen. Oh. You pick up that wandering keg, and you push them out of the shrine. Easy. Easy immortal every time. Punisher. I want wandering keg 1 game. Will a team give it to me? I actually got 1 wandering keg game like in Division S during that finals playoffs time, but that was so long ago. So Chen gonna be on the left-hand side. They're already kind of saying that's our solo lane. That's gonna be a Jaina and Alex Straza on the right. I really do like their draft breaking out for them right now because of the fact that the Jaina is strong in the rotations as well as Alex Straza. You can really buff out that friendly team with the Alex Straza, especially with the Dragon Queen form that you can pop every. I think it's 90 seconds. No, 120 sounds right to me. I feel like it's 120 seconds. But how did we get here? When you can't get a decent front line? Wait, what? Jet is definitely on it? Okay. I don't know all the teams' names off, players off the top of my head, so I always feel rude when I don't know them. I apologize. We haven't dove into this draft very much. Deckard Cain is going to be picked up here with an ETC. Still strong in the rotations, especially with that Deckard Cain. I think he's really got a lot of priority here. They need shrine clears, so something like a mage, like a Gul'dan or a Kael'Thuzad or a Kael'Thas. Those are all great bans right now because that's something that's really, really strong on those shrines for the clear. Looks like they're going for the Sylvanas ban. They don't want to have that push pressure going up against them. I don't know if they would be going into that direction, but you never know. You never know. Okay, cool. Last ban, though, going to be coming out. They need a main tank, and that's probably the easier priority. Something in, like, the Garrosh realm isn't horrible. Muradin's an option as well. Things that might stun out ETC. I mean, yeah. But no, well, CTV has often run the Kerrigan and the Uther combo, so and that stun lock, yeah, yeah. I ban out that Kerrigan. I agree with it. 120 seconds for Dragon Queen. Thank you so much. Alex is easy punishable. I agree, chat. Alex this early is very punishable. It's not easily. I mean, she has a giant circle on the ground, and then you throw things on it, and then people can't be on the circle on the ground. Abathur will be picked up here as well. Double combo, like double Jaina here, double Diablo. That's all great right there. Playing quick match gets tanks, but always worse than the opposing team. Yeah, I actually played my first 2 placement games today, and I won both of them. A little rough on the edges, but overall, like, it felt comfortable. I also didn't put any like pressure onto it. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna play 2 games. Like, F it. Like, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna play these, and if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. And I went into it like with that mentality, and it was really, really healthy, and it was really, really fun. Simply Heavy, thank you for coming by as well. Ana isn't the only counter into Alex. So here's the thing: Deckard Cain into Alex Straza, that's a huge counter. And I feel like that's something I haven't highlighted or noted whatsoever here. You take Emerald, like, so when Alex Straza came out, no, when Deckard Cain came out, because he was after Alex Straza, I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong on that, but Emerald was like, anytime you were on Infernal Shrines where you saw a lot of Alex Straza play, because Alex Straza has great point control, really great battling and brawling with that Dragon Queen form, because there's a lot of prowess and threat that comes from it. Deckard Cain was often picked up with that Emerald as well, because once you see that healing circle go on the ground, you throw out your Heraldric Cube with Emerald and you deny that healing. Granted, I do agree that the Heraldric Cube is in a longer cooldown than the Abundance Circle is, but you're still denying healing, and that's a huge factor right there. And so that's the one thing that I do want to note. Wait, Abba can clone Dragon? I don't know. I mean, it is Alex Straza base form. I wonder, do you get the Dragon Queen? Let's find out. We got ourselves a game. The home team, or excuse me, the team on the left, I guess the home team, is going to be Keanu Reeves. We're going to be having my pal Vince going to be on the ETC. No one in top lane, because I'm not looking at minimap. The dude abides is going to be on the Chen, who will take Wandering Keg. Xanaris is going to be on that Greymane. We have Kelsey are going to be on that Junkrat, and Porky going to be on the Deckard Cain. That's some bush trap meta right there. We have a pause. Why? Okay. Hi. Hello. No one cares about Emerald when you get Dragon. True. We'll see. You can't pause before the game started. Porky. Yeah, we're just waiting on the Discord's just being a butt to them. So we'll see. We'll wait. I'll drink some tea. Yeah. A major 3-2-3 right there. Bandit. You want a cookie, bud? Oh. High five. You know the deal. Yeah, good boy. That's a good boy. You smell just like little blueberries. Good boy. That's it. Just one. Just one for now. Yeah. I gotta scoot over. Uh-oh. You're getting all nervous. You're hitting your camera. Okay, bud. You're just all excited. Deck Daddy not only can deny heals with Emerald, but he can root the entire area as well. Very true, Caledorn. How you doing, bud? Thanks for coming by. Blow equals broken Baja and not sure how to handle it. That's it. Like, we just end stream here. That's it. Like, I thought the only counter to Alex was healing reduction. You doing, bud? Are you finding a new toy? What you finding? Oh, you're fine. Oh, Bandit is best dog. I agree. I may be a little biased on that, but we're currently in a pause, everybody. In case you were wondering what's going on. Seems like comms are being messy. So I don't know what they're doing. But hey, thanks for hanging out. I apologize to the division, or the Heroic Division teams after this, that might have to wait if we go to a Game 3. Or they just don't get casted. Womp womp. Alrighty. Pause? Yeah, we have a pause. Spooky worm. Yes. Just, that's it. Just, we don't need anything else in chat. We just need spooky worm. Shout out, Bandit. Be sure to follow Bandit on unknown Twitch channel. One day. One day. One day. There needs to be a special Bandit command. We're going. I mean, they said they're ready. Baha's still salty? No, I mean, it sucks, because the other team, like, they either don't get casted or they have to wait. And that's just rude. Evasion will be on this Malthael. We're going to be having Tiger JK on the Abathur. Mr. Basket will be on the Diablo. Slip is going to be on the Alexstrasza. And we have Met going to be on the Jaina. To be honest, I am too. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't so much call it salt as it's just frustration at the situation. Like, I'm not like tilted and gonna rage and throw a fit and yell at somebody or anything like that. It's just like, I realize this, it sucks, I'm not happy with it, but that's pretty much where I leave it, and that's just gonna be about it. We got games, we got wonderful people in chat, thank you for being here. Let's get back into this. We currently have rotations gonna be breaking out, and this is Infernal Shrines, which rotations are gonna be a very, very important factor for both these teams. They're gonna wanna make sure that they're picking up as much experience as possible within these lane rotations, as well as a lot of their questing talents. I'm actually surprised that we don't have the Circle of Life from the Alexstrasza. Typically we would see that on a rotation map where you're picking up a lot of these regeneration globes, but they actually ended up going into the, excuse me, I chugged too much water right there. Live and Let Live, so they can just get the cooldown reduction, as well as, yeah, so it's just cooldown reduction with their own health pool right there. But they managed to find a Diablo very early right there, and that is going to be first blood in favor for the members of Celeb, or excuse me, of Keanu Reeves. Sorry. A little flipped around here, but Diablo will come back. It's very early into the game. It's not that big of a deal. The Dude Abides will be holding this top lane for now, as Evasion's doing a great job. I mean, Chen into Malthael feels like it's going to be a hard time. Add an Abathur hat on top of that with that pressurized glance at level 1. Yikes. And it's mostly, I think it's just cooldown reduction and range. Yeah, it's just cool. It's 1 second, but 1 second in the Nexus, as I've pointed out in many situations, that 2 seconds, any sort of like full second in the Nexus is a very, very long time. Like even just like a 2-second stun, that feels like an eternity. Chen gonna be doing a little bit of double duty in these rotations. What do we get? Do we get the Adrenal Overload for the Abathur? Because with that Malthael, that pair in really good, or do they go into more mines for scouting and damage? I feel like we would have saw a different level 1 if we were going into that mine talent, but going to be holding for now. We'll see what they go into in just a moment. And just kind of skimming through some of these other questing talents. We do have that Taste for Explosions for the Junkrat. I think it's 200. No, that's not right. 150? 200 stacks. No. It's always when you doubt yourself that you actually had it right in the beginning. And that is actually, ooh. Okay. Not what we often see. We often see the Adrenal Overload for the auto attack speed, but realistically, their main auto attacker is Malthael, and that kind of, yeah, they were pondering it for quite some time, and I like this though. I like this though. So you have increased range, so you can put more of those around, cooldown reduction, and add 2 more charges. What's the Abathur? Let's just get the Abathur pulled up here really quickly. I just want to take a peek at that. Yeah, they can just constantly throw these out. Like we're seeing that barge is almost always full for them right there. But we do have our fight breaking out over this first shrine right now. It is 3 minutes in the game. This is going to be an Arcane Punisher for the first one. Camp pushing in through the bottom lane. That's going to be Abathur trying to push that back as best they can. Evasion does have the hat from said Abathur. Overpower onto Xenaris, who's trying to dive into some of those friendly members. Huge lockdown coming from the Decker Kane. Chen kicks in. Nice knockaround from the ETC. That might have saved Slip, but they do end up going down. Not going to be popping the Dragon Form right there, as Pal is getting so low, but the healing from Decker Kane is good enough, and they managed to make it out just fine right there. But this is going to be Shrine so far in favor for the members of Celeb Gaming. Can they turn this around on the side of Keanu Reeves? Doesn't look like they want to or can, and they're just gonna, well, they're coming back into this. but they only need 3 more. Mr. Basket so very low, trying to push their way around, and Diablo does go down. No souls to revive them instantaneously. Evasion so very low on mana, basically having none. The knockback from ETC actually saving them right there a little too early, and they only need 1. Slip is going to be coming down here. They're just going to be throwing these flame buffets out. They want to try and get... I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. There's another clip for the Nexus Commentaries podcast. I know I'm like 99% sure that I'm wrong on that, but no one corrected me in chat. Sorry, I lost service. Oh, that happens. Service sucks. Oh, wait. Oh, nice concussion mine sidestep right there from Basket, but this is a lot of damage coming out. I don't think they're going to be living through this one. Overpower does go out, and they go down once again. Diablo picked off twice right there. Keanu Reeves with a very strong start in this game number 2 here. Evasion coming on down. Can they find themselves someone in a lower health pool area? That's going to be Porky targeted. They're going to continue to take this fight, and they managed to get 1 healing potion on themselves. Evasion actually dives onto them. The damage over time isn't enough because they keep getting these potions onto themselves. And Evasion just sidestepping all that damage. Jaina goes down on the right-hand side of our screen right there. This fight is all over the place. We actually have Slip still battling out Zenaris in the top right of our screen as Diablo. Actually, Alexstrasza does go down to the Greymane. I think there was a Gilnean cocktail through the gate, but after all of that, 4 people were chasing around Evasion, who did a great job of evading a lot of attacks, but they still end up staggering out a whole lot of deaths right there. 4 overall during that entire engagement, and that experience yield right now, I can't this evening with experience and health. I'm gonna have to like Sharpie my keyboard. But here, this is just what I want to highlight. 7 kills, 5 minutes into the game roughly, nearly 4,000 experience. That was a great turnaround. Greatest player in NA. What's up, John Knight? How you doing, bud? 10 talent tiers are right around the corner. Let's actually jump through some of those other numbers. Let's get an idea of what the healing damage and experience looks like from these teams. We already looked at that experience, but it'll change in the next few minutes as we're progressing through this. Next shrine is going to be a Frozen Punisher up in the top lane. Abath are trying to push this out and take out the front gate, or at least buff out this lane as best they can. We do have this left and right going to be breaking out. They went for that invade, but they're a touch too late. Mr. Basket will be targeted right there as they do kick in with the Dude Abides. Storm, Earth, and Fire are going to be popped from the Chen as they go right in. See, now here's the thing, Keanu Reeves. If you took Keg, you could have just kept him in here. Just push him into the wall. I mean, like, same value. Zine just hard stomping. Greymane 1v3 easy. Malthael 1v4 and goes down, but lives for way too long, in my opinion. 10 talent tiers are going to be here for both teams. Pimp Master Deckard. He's getting those potions out like so perfectly timed every single, like he's just getting those potions as needed every single time. There's a fight breaking out, and I went to go grab some water, or drink some water really quickly. That's going to be the mosh pit coming out. Riptire on a lot of these. That's going to be the Cleansing Flame from the Alexstrasza, but she doesn't get up in time, and that will be the Stairwell and Listen on the Tiger JK, denying the chase into this. Slip does come down from that Dragon Queen, or from the Cleansing Flame form, and that's Concussion Mine pushing them back, and they've managed to pick off the Malthael and not lose much themselves. Tiger JK is going to be on this clone. They're just going to be pushing onto Porky, but they don't get more than that. Meanwhile, mid's going to get pushed in a bit. They got a camp here. That does get... I think, yeah, this will easily get cleared up by the catapults and such. Abathur will probably be tunneling into bottom lane. Mule doing its best to be a little dude. Just going to be clearing this up and healing up this side wall. Most important thing in the game, but most important on top of that are the team fights that we were not missing. Power Slide from the ETC, no mosh pit for 68 seconds. Lightning Breath from the Diablo. Evasion should have died twice over right there as Diablo does finish out their souls. They do have that full revive, and they don't want to lose that instantaneously, but that is still going to be finished out, and they've got that in their bank, and now they're a full Lord of Terror. 39 is not 40. Thank you so much, Sedonis. I appreciate that, my dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those are that was a really good. I was expecting them to be able to poke into that, but they weren't able to get it. Evasion going to be thrown around here. That's going to be the concussion mine that threw them in the wrong direction. Riptire from the Junkrat, pushing them back behind this gate. They can jump over, but yeah, I think the towers would take it out too quickly, and they just mostly blast that into the front gate. They haven't been working on the shrine too much on the side of Keanu Reeves, and now we see them going for that now. Oh, and Curse Bullet going to be coming out. Mr. Basket taking a lot of damage. They need to find a way out of this. Do they have a Shadow Charge? Stay a while and Listen catches the toe of Mr. Basket, who gets another Fire Stomp value, but that is going to be souls ripped from Diablo. They go down, they're reset, and they're back to life, but now they're going to be losing Met, and Slip is going to be getting stunned out here. They do get that little circle, going to get some abundance, healed right up, and 13 to 12 in our levels, and second shrine of the game. Going to be going over to the members of Keanu Reeves. 2 in a row for them. Abathur pushing out this bottom lane, doing their best to just be in lane and soak up that experience and just mitigate any of this. Like, 7,400 experience is what Abathur needs to kind of find for his team. And it's not just, I mean, like, there's some discrepancies. I mean, there's like 4,000 right there. There's 1,000 on the opposing side right there. So there's a lot of back and forth. Overall, they need to find the 5,000 experience to close this out. But we are going to be seeing them step further forward into this top lane. Curse Bullet goes out. Malthael going to be targeted. Somehow Evasion made it back over. Somehow, some way, Evasion made it back over there. I think, didn't they go for the extended reach on Massacre? Yeah. No, wait, no. Is it just Fear the Reaper? No. Wow, okay, that was just their base range. I was assuming that they had a way larger range, but no. That was just, they might have just gotten it right on the edge. Yo, Leon, how you doing, bud? Thanks for coming by. Alex will carry, no counters on blue team. not even a Decker Cane Emerald to deny some healing? No? None of them? But Deckard. Come on now, Richard. He's getting some value here. Alex drafted in the 1-2 and no counter. Yeah, Alex was drafted in the 1-2 with Jaina, right? Yeah, it was Jaina, Alex, Abathur, Malthael, Diablo, I think, was the order for them. Shadow charge in the wall right there, overpower. Curse Bullet comes out from Z, and can they find... Oh, wait, no, that's going to be a great stay a while and listen right there as they dive further in. That's going to be the Riptire coming out as well. They find the Diablo. Riptire is now going to actually... Doesn't get the value. Cleansing Flame is going to be coming down and getting some good healing out. Chen does go down, a 1-for-1 trade. That's the first kill of the game for the members of Celeb Gaming. That's their first kill. Oh, power slide from the ETC. Do we get a solo dance here? No. Last rights on... Oh, Vince. Sorry there, bud. Last rights does go off, and they do get the stack as well. Surely Junkrat and Emerald aren't good against Alex, smiley face. Junkrat is overrated, shh. I was about to have so many questions before Cap. Blue team has many heroes versus good versus Alex. I agree. I very much agree. I'm loving the way that Keanu Reeves is playing this right now, but they're staying in this on the side of Celeb Gaming. Lightning Breath will be coming out. Concussion Mine going out as well. That's going to be the Cursed Bullet. Do they have a last rights? Not for 19 seconds. And this is going to be the Greymane, who does get picked off right there. Unstoppable was going to be used on Evasion as they back right out, and they pick off another one, closing that experience gap once again. They don't have their 16 just yet, but with this kill, they're going to be trying to press in and maybe look for Porky. Another Concussion Mine going out. Vince is maybe looking for a mosh pit here. They do have a stale wand. Listen, there's the mosh pit going to be going on to a couple. Riptire coming out from the Junkrat as well. They've got nothing to deal with this, and that's going to be Malthael getting picked off before they can even cast a last rights. Mr. Basket so very low, no souls on them. Alex Strauss throws out a healing circle, and it's, I don't know if they actually got much value from that right there. Didn't see their health bar go up whatsoever, and now they get a couple kills themselves on the side of Celeb Gaming, but they clap back on the side of Keanu Reeves. Celexia, thank you so much for the 69 bits, my friend. I will reset your alert when we get out of this game. He's not getting anti-heal counter, he's getting trickle in at this in one point and time another and diet counter. Oh, I love the ragdolls on the last rights. Yes, Shadonis, I agree. Dibble was in the 3-4. Thank you. F for Panda Pal's death. That's a hard thing to kill too. Like, the Storm, Earth, and Fire is a nuisance to kill, and it is very difficult. Let's we've seen the talents for a little bit here. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, and we'll check out the talents as we get closer to the 18 range. It should jump back over to those. But we have a, what do we have here? I didn't. Mortar Punisher going to be popping up in this mid lane. Pretty well opened up lane in favor for the members of Keanu Reeves. They could potentially take down a keep with this. Let's see if they manage to do so. Evasion going to be trying to come in through this top portion right now. Decker King going to be locking down one. Ice Block was used by the Jaina, who actually is going to be stepping forward. That was the Lightning Breath from the Diablo. The Sail Wild Listen comes out, but Decker Kane gets killed by the Abathur. They do get the Greymane as well, so it's a 2-for-1 trade so far in favor for Celeb Gaming. They're going to go ahead and also pop that Dragon Queen form from the Alexstrasza. The Dude Abide is going to get picked off right there. Storm, Earth, and Fire, once again, going to be picked off. F in chat for the Panda. If you would have taken, here's the thing, chat. If they took Wandering Keg, they wouldn't have died there. Just saying. It did because Emerald didn't do anything. Kappa. Sorry, but they're gonna get picked up by the ETC. I was looking at chat. My apologies, everybody. Mule gonna be doing some work down here, but they're gonna say no, Mule. You're no. But Punisher was going to be picked up by the members of Celeb Gaming, and now they're going to be moving on in through mid with this. They do have the Diablo coming right back up, and Abathur up in the next 30 seconds. This Mortar Punisher sieges in fairly well, and they're going to be able to go ahead and take down this mid lane fort without much problem at all. 87% still left on this Punisher, as Diablo will be coming back into lane. We do have 78 souls on the on the Diablo. ETC fully finished on the proc rock right there as well, and that Taste for Explosion sitting at 76 out of the 200. We got 1 stack of Last Rites and 4 stacks out of the 5, if I'm not mistaken, for Devastating 6 for Devastating Charge. Ooh, hold on for this. Endless Nades at level 16 for the Junkrat, as we have another pause coming into our game. Where's my button? There it is. I hear well traded Alex Otto's heal. Alex Otto's heal. Is that actually a thing? We can actually check this, I think. We can actually probably just read this live. While Dragon Queen is active, Alex Strauss's abilities are empowered. Her basic attacks deal 290 damage and heal the allied heroes for 87 and arc in front of her. Additionally, the duration of the stuns and claws are reduced. Okay. Deco, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, my friend. Get the 69 bits in here as well. And we're just waiting for them to get back into this game. We're waiting for an R from one of the teams and we'll get going. I heard Nua wasn't worth casting anyways. That's a lie. Let's get into it. Alright, we're back in. We got ourselves a continued game. 18 to 18 on our levels, and now they're going to be setting up to try and push in through bottom lane. Let's go ahead and actually jump over the vision for the members of oh, hold on. This is the power slide from the ETC. That's going to be a whole lot of nice, big old mosh. Going to be connecting onto quite a few right there. Riptire to follow up. The Stale While and Listen connects, but it actually... oh, Gina jumps out of the ice block at too long right there, and Evasion is going to be going down as well. 4 for none as they push in through bottom lane, and now Keep is going to be targeted, and they're going to be going for the end right here. Yeah, you have to just try and end right now. Alrighty, yep, they're going straight for core, and that is going to be game number 2. Over to the members of Keanu Reeves. They take it to game number 3. GG. Well played. Alrighty. Okay, hold on. Are we serious right now? We can say that in chat. Come on now. Rude bot. Alright, we got a game. Let's go ahead and set up our lobby. Okay. Okay, cool. Yo, what's up, Zorils? Bush strats are so powerful late game, gotta be toes at all time. I agree. X right. Oh my god. Okay, they're in here. Let's update the scores. Need one last player and then we'll get going. And this is the map pick for them and there. Okay. Alrighty, everybody. Let me just make sure that I have everything correct on my end. We are getting ready and we are set to go. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. We are going to get into our game number 3. Let's go ahead and find out who's going to be able to take it.
At Bahamut Gaming.
Selexia, thank you so much. I appreciate the 300 bits. And also, Yoners, thank you for using your Amazon Prime here. Thank you so much. You can make it through this go. No, it's, yeah, thank you. Have I gone to Apple Hill? I have not. Yonner, seriously, thank you. Yo, Tatsuki, thank you for the raid. As we literally get into this. And you know what? Tatsuki, thank you so much. And I'm sure the 30 people that you just brought over to stream are just like, wait, how did we get to game 3? Bahamut, why are we here? Why are we on game 3? Don't worry. Don't worry. Stream and new friends. I got you. The home team this evening is going to be Keanu Reeves. They lost the coin flip. The members of Celeb Gaming opted for first pick in that first game. Braxis Holdout and Tomb of Spider Queen were banned out by them. Sky Temple and Dragonshire were banned out by the members of Keanu Reeves. Battlefield of Eternity was the first map chosen by them and lost by them. They opted to take first pick in game number 2. Celeb Gaming chose to take us to Infernal Shrines. They lost that map, and now Celeb Gaming, they want that first pick priority in game number 3. Keanu Reeves going for that Towers of Doom. Let's go ahead and take it in our best of 3 series. Seriously, all of you, stop. Thank you so much. Real Big Freak and Sada Freak, thank you for the follows. And Tuscanu, I can't say names. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much for using your Twitch Prime here. Thank you, everybody, so much. I love you all so much. Tatsuki, Blonde Duchess, how are all of you doing? Afishy, thank you for coming by. Everybody, hello. Real Big Freak, thank you for coming by as well. Yoners, if I missed you, Balfrag, thank you. Ninja, how you doing? Everybody, thank you for coming by. We are currently in our first game in our 2 best of 3s this evening for the Heroic Division for Nexus Gaming Series. Thank you once again, Tatsuki, for the raid. I really appreciate that, and I hope that all of your League of Legends, oh my god, I can't think, Teamfight Tactics games, not League of Legends, all your Teamfight Tactic games were good. I saw you got a 5th place, but I also saw you get some top 3s as well, so keep on that grind. You got that. It was also really enjoyable. I really had a blast watching all that. How am I? I'm doing wonderful. Bahamut loves me. He said it. I love all of you. You beautiful humans. You can call me Soda if you, Tatsuki. Okay, I'll call you Soda. Thank you. Thank you. I was just like, Soda Freak. Thanks for the team fight. Yeah, the team fight tactic games were really good, Tatsuki. I really enjoyed them. And that new chair looks balla. You're breathtaking. Moonjin, how you doing, bud? Thanks for coming by. Alrighty, let's get into this right now as we do have our draft unfolding. Abathur and Ana were banned on the left-hand side. We have an Anubrek and a Chen banned out on the right. Excuse me. Joanna and Sylvanas on the left-hand side here. Really good dive, and so far, amazing setup coming out from them. But a Maiev, Dahaka, and Greymane. Dive, aggression, and blow up currently coming out from the members of Celeb Gaming. Thank you, Kaleo. It's up and down, but a lot of fun. I agree. I play a lot of Underlords, which is similar, and it's very up and down. RNG can be your best friend or your worst enemy in those games. That's really it. Like, both of them are great. It's whatever you kind of gravitate towards a little bit more. Alex Openpog. Yeah, we go with the Alex Strauss start once again. Nope. Anna out better pick Alex. Family Cat, how you doing? It's important thing though is to beat Tatsuki in game. The important thing though is that I beat Tatsuki in game. I play 6th, she plays 7th. Kaleo. So I might have potential. There you go. Dude, I may have become a level 2 Soulboy fan. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's like the Leon Black in chat. That boy is in this chat. Thanks for coming by, everybody. I appreciate it. We got a draft, and we haven't really focused on this at all. Garrosh was banned out because I do need that main tank. That is going to be the Tyrande banned out on the right-hand side because they don't want to deal with her follow-up. Family Cat, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But Alex would flex how pro CTV is. Jesus. Medivh and the Stukov will be picked up on the left-hand side. That's a lot of setup and a lot of scouting. So they need to find some damage from the members of. They also need a solo lane in a sense. I don't know what they're going to be picking for that last pick though. We do need a healer and a main tank on the side of Celeb Gaming. We could be seeing something. I like like I've said it a lot. I like Muradin here. Diablo's up and available if they want to go for it. Yeah. I was looking, well, they got a lot of dive. I was like, Muradin kind of dives, and I was like, well, maybe do they go into, like, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. Oh my god. All the tanks in the game are just, like, out of my mind. Not Muradin. Oh, okay, it's gone. I couldn't think of it. Either way, Diablo pairs well into all of it because it dives so very well with the rest of the draft. Malthael will be picked up on that left-hand side, so that works in their assassin role as well as the solo lane that they are going to be missing. A lot of good draft coming out from both these teams. That Malthael, might be the outlier here. Fake one here. Oh my god, why are there 2 Leon Blacks? Why is there an uncheck mark and a check mark Leon Black? Or did you just turn it off for a second? I'm looking for the fake Leon Black. What's up, Kage? Just Kage, thank you. Muradin basically a dead hero. I don't see him in the top tier play whatsoever. I've seen him once in a Blue Moon, kind of at the ranks below, but I don't think I see him like S Division or Heroic Division ever. Unfortunately. Prepare yourself for battle. We'll see. But we got ourselves a game. Let's go ahead and jump on into this. On the left-hand side, we've got the members of Keanu Reeves up 1 game in our best of 3 series. The Dudabides is going to be on. The Malthael, Kelsier is going to be on. That Sylvanas. Porky will be on. The Stukov, my pal Vince is going to be on. The Joanna, and I'm trying to think about it, what it is off the top of my head, and I can't think of the name. Xenaris is going to be on that Medivh. On the right-hand side, also up 1 game in our best of 3 series, we're going to be having the members of Celeb Gaming. We have Evasion going to be on the Dahaka. We're going to have Met on the Greymane, Tiger JK on the Diablo, Mr. Basket on that Lucio, and Slip on the Maiev. Let's go ahead and jump into our mid lane. I haven't played HOTS properly in 5 months, so I'm rusty. Oh, real big. Yes. Those are the, like, I don't play every day or anything, and like I went and played some Storm League, and I was like, I'm doing pretty decent. Like it's a bit like riding a bike. It doesn't really leave you too much. You might need some warm-ups here and there. Portal in between all of this, and they're just trying to, all of this is just being thrown around onto this Joanna who just eats most of that damage. They get the portal out and they're gonna be absolutely fine. Solo lane situation, let's go ahead and jump up here and take a peek at this. Did you try turning it off and on again? Wait, what? I thought it was a bug. I missed something in chat. We've got a fight breaking out. They've been doing some crazy role swaps this evening. Mr. Basket was playing tank at one point. Tiger JK was playing Garrosh in the first game, and they swapped that off for a second there. Sorry, I just am curious. What did I miss? What's the bug? Okay, I don't know. This is what happens when there's a delay. Like, someone says something, I'm like, I don't remember what's happening, but the dude Dubai getting pulled into that front gate evasion, not able to get the kill. Meanwhile, over here, Slip is going to have that avenging wrath. Yeah, that avenging spirit is able to get right out of there, and the portals will be good to keep them safe right there. And they're going to back out. Evasion with the brush talk down here. That's going to be the tongue drag onto the Stukov, and first blood goes over in favor for the members of Celeb Gaming. Sylvanas with a great Banshee over the wall right there. I wasn't even following it, and I was like, wait, huh? They're fine. Oh, the Umbro bind to pull Vince into this, and they also get the the Sapper camp pushing in right there. Camp wasn't picked up on the left-hand side just yet, so they're going to be able to go ahead and do that themselves. We do have, we do have On a Pale Horse, assuming they did it because they're doing some double soaking duty, but no, we actually don't have On a Pale Horse for the Malthael doing these rotations between lane, which I'm a little surprised that they didn't go into that level 1 for that extra 20% base speed. Turning the check mark on and off. Oh, okay, sorry. It took me so long to figure it out. Okay, the check mark in Twitch chat. Okay, there we go. It was just like, I was just like, what do they mean? Okay, I was like, what did we talk about like a minute ago that like I'm already forgetting? We have a triple altar phase going to be coming up here. It's going to be the first one of the game. What do we get layout-wise for our, or not layout-wise, but what do we get like play-wise for this? Typically, we just see these solo laners trade out the top, right, and left. And then we just have the big brawl over the bottom, or the mid to bottom one. But they're kind of all over the place right now. Medivh scouting out. They're a little. I don't know how. I didn't set up this thing yet. Whoopsie. But I did want to know if they had brush talk or not, and they do have that up and available. So they grab the right-hand side. The left side's grabbed as well. They're going to be fighting over this. Let's actually pull away the talents really quickly. See if we get that brush talk in from the Dahaka. Now, Malthael is rotating in. They don't know this just yet. That will be Tiger JK scouting it out for now, as that is going to be a flank coming out from them. Dahaka with the brush talk right now. So it's 5v5 in this bottom lane. Dude Abides is taking a lot of damage. Can they make it out? Unfortunately not, and that will be another pick for the members of Celeb Gaming in this game number 3. Oh, the Sylvanas with the Banshees out over on the left-hand side of our screen. They're going to be able to make it out just fine. Porky going to be retargeted on. That's going to be a nice protection from the Medivh, and my pal Vince going to step forward, going to also pop that Iron Skin, and they are going to be able to go ahead and make this channel. Malthael's just not coming back from death, but I don't think they have any sort of poke to follow up onto this. One thing I didn't really highlight it. Oh, okay, yeah. I was curious. Medivh sitting at 26 stacks on the Arcane Rift. We have 72 souls on the Diablo, 5 out of the 10 stacks for the tissue regeneration for that Dahaka, and Lucio went into the subwoofer. Yeah, you gotta hit 3 heroes with that to get, but it's a lot with it that you get once you actually hit all those heroes. They could potentially do it here as they're gonna be stacking up. Greymane's the first one to go down. Fan and Ive's gonna be coming out from Slip, but they don't get that reset. Joanna just living on this point, overpowered from the Diablo, but now they're still gonna be stepping up on this point as Joanna does go down. The Diablo's gonna be picked off. Evasion gonna be sitting on this point, trying to live right here, and they, you know, they're going to be going down as well. We'll take a peek at 7 talents for just a moment here, and then we are going to get going and looking at what some of the other numbers look like. I thought that last Zephyr didn't do any damage because I thought it did the damage to the gate. I was like, did it just like take all 3 and one of them didn't do anything? It just looked like that. Being completely honest, he was trolling. Wait, what? The verified check marks? Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, I didn't know. I forgot that you could, like, I can turn things on and off in different channels that I'm in and just show specifically things. So it was it surprised me. I'm gonna go to bed. Night. Nice to meet you, friend. See you soon. Thank you seriously, Soda Freak, for the follow. I appreciate that, and thanks for coming by and checking out the games. I hope you enjoyed the content you see. Slip in this mid lane, just going for the clear. I was like, do we have any sort of value into this? And no, just going to be able to get another Arcane Rift stack. Well, Medivh already finishing out those Arcane Rift stacks right there. Double Altar Phase going to be coming up in this top lane right now. Sappers are going to be pushed up in this bottom lane. Sylvanas did go for the Mercenary Queen at level 4 as well. You can see that buff being applied to those Sappers. And now they get the portal forward. Double Altar Phase. All right. I always yell at people about this, about the shift Z when you're doing casting. This is when it's okay. And then you just do this again. Because we don't need to, like, this is it. I'm just being a butt about it, but we got 9 to 9 in levels, and we are going to be having a fight over this. Xanaris is going to be going through that portal, just throwing out a lot of damage. Silence coming out from that Stukov as well with that huge lurking arm onto quite a few members, and they find a Lucio pick right there. Met taking a decent amount of damage, and they're trying to turn this around into the Do It Abides, who's going to be kind of trading out equally right there. Vince is very low. Can they get the kill? And they manage to find it with that Diablo. Burrow from the Dahaka right there, and they do get the counter kill onto Maiev. Unfortunately, I think Dahaka is going to be going down here, and now they portal back into the mid lane? No. The portal was set up super aggressive. I was like, oh, what are they going for? No, it was actually Medivh portaling over to the altar, and they managed to pick up 8 shots total in favor for the members of Keanu Reeves. 10 to 9 in our levels. Ooh. Yo, Tatsuki, thank you so much for gifting Soda Freak and Leon Black a sub. Thank you seriously so much. Thank you, Tatsuki. Enjoy your asthma pogs, your finger guns, your gilded beards, and your oh my gods, as Mr. Basket is going to be getting caught out, and oh my god, they go down. No leyline seal for the Medivh right here. We're actually going to be seeing a, oh wow, and I was just about to say we're going to be seeing the polymorph going out from that polybomb. I was like, polymorph is not the right name. But we also did see that Blessed Shield coming out from the Johanna to try and lock down the Greymane, so they've got some kind of single-target, multi-target burst potential, with also the polymorph being able to spread to a lot of enemy members, but the opposing side has picked up 10s themselves. Diablo holding. I assume it's Lightning Breath, because that's what a lot of these teams go for. They're not going to be going for the Apocalypse setup. They don't have a lot of well, they do have some synergies around that, but that's still going to be the Lightning Breath coming out right now. Warden's Cage out from the Maiev. That's going to be Porky pushed around in here, and that's them going down. Stukov the first one out. Johanna walks right out of there. Break it down was used by the Lucio as well. Do It Abides trying to live in this backline, trying to get someone low enough for another last right stack, but Malthael ends up getting picked off themselves. Greymane going to be traded out, and they're trying to chase further into this Polybomb onto a couple, and it's going to spread a little bit, but they still find the Medivh kill. No Rift stacks to be reset. Sappers do make it in right there, but I think they took out the front gate, and now Tiger JK playing this super aggressive in bottom lane. So is Mr. Basket, but not going to follow much. Shady Pyro, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everyone, from Shady Stream. Yo, Blonde Duchess, thank you so much for gifting all those subs. Shady Pyro, sorry, Pyro. I glance over at it, but that's gonna. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everyone from their stream, but this is gonna be the lockdown for now. From anyone from Shady Stream, my name's Bahamut. I do a lot of casting for esports. A lot of it revolves around Here's the Storm, which we're currently seeing, which is a best of 3 series between these two teams. We have another one after this, and this is game number 3, so it's very, very dire. We're also on a map where you cannot end by just attacking the core. You have to make these shots with these bell towers, and now Vince is going to be so very low. Diablo and friends will be diving in. Curse Bullet goes out as well. They're trying just to find a kill right now. They're trying to push them back. That is going to be the altar stolen away by the Malthael. They only get 3 shots in. That's insane. That's just so insane that they're able to get that right there. And you can even see Maiev was there poking them back, or I think they might have just been a little bit too late. Wow. That's a huge win. But Blonde Duchess, thank you so much for gifting those subs to Hunter, Coffee, and Fringe. Enjoy your asthma pogs. Enjoy your finger guns. Your gilded beard, as well as your oh my gods. I love you all. I cannot keep up with chat, but I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the support this evening. You all blow me away. Thank you. I can't say it enough. Constant back and forth. Seriously, it is a very good back and forth between these two teams on this game number 3. They're holding this bottom lane. Maiev is going to be using that Spirit of Vengeance to maybe dive forward. That is also going to be the Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, I think, denying them the setup. Something that I haven't hit on much, because we are kind of entering a bit of a lull in our game before we have our next bell tower phase. The reason that they're playing the map like this is really, really important, and if you don't hold on, they're going to be overpowering Porky. That's going to be the Pyro, or excuse me, the Polybomb going out. Warden's Cage out from the Maiev as well. Break It Down was used by the Lucio. They're going to be diving around this, and they managed to back out. So quite a few heroics used there, not going to get much value. The reason you want to hold bottom lane is exactly this value right here. So you're going to be having these 2 solo laners. They're doing rotations between mid and bottom, continuing to get experience for the friendly team. Bottom lane altar will be popping up in 17 seconds. The reason I say that bottom lane is so impactful and so important is because of the fact of many, many reasons. One of them being the enemy team can't rotate into this bell tower area without a global or without some sort of portal beyond. Well, this kind of mitigates my argument, but they still, it's just you're locking the enemy team on this side, and you can see where they're going to be rotating in, so it's a lot more difficult for them to be coming into that altar phase. Maiev is easily going to be able to grab that on the right-hand side. They'll be able to get those 5 shots over as well. That being the second part right there. You get 5 shots now because you've taken over the enemy bell tower. Huge tongue drag coming out from the Dahaka. Portal going to get them out of there, and Lucio ends up going down. Really good trade in their favor. Porky with the self-cast on that lurking arm. And now here's the third example, which is perfectly timed. These sappers can come through this lane. Since the bell tower isn't going to be destroying them and they don't go into that, they can go in through here. And we won't see it with this grouping, but if they actually make it to the death zone, into this area over here, the cannons will shoot it down and they'll jump over and they'll actually get damage into the core. So that's the reason you want to hold over this bottom lane. If you've got very, very strong rotation hero like Dahaka to be able to rotate between lanes, that's great for them. I actually see them getting pressured out in mid lane a little bit here, but there's still a fight down here that's still breaking out. Just a little bit of a back and forth. Dude Abides is trying to get them below that 50% health mark because of the last rights value. It utilizes the missing hero or the missing health self-cleanse onto them right there, and evasion in that weird spot. They've also got the burrow, which will mitigate the last right stack, so Dahaka not the best hero to utilize that on unless you already see them use that burrow, which is a 16-second cooldown if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of great plays coming back right now. Back and forth, very, very good. Sylph talents are questionable. I feel like this is what I see. Ooh, actually, no, I do not see these. I don't feel like I see these Unfurling Shadow or the Lost Soul and the Cold Embrace with this build often. You're right with that. At first, I was like, no, this is. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that Temporal Flux? Yeah, that's. Ooh, that's just. That's such a good talent. It's such a good talent. Soul's down for Diablo as well. Good call on that one. Wise and Duelist stack sitting at 10 right there. Last race just at 1. We have full Arcane Rift stacks for the Medivh. We don't have a Subdue stack for that Johanna just yet. Look at this Medivh on the left-hand side over here. We do have them battling this out over on the right-hand side. Maiev will be able to get bottom, but that's going to be 8 shots going into the... Wait, do they? Yeah, they get this. Interesting... well, there's no 16s. That makes sense, actually. Speaking of, let's look at some of the other numbers really quickly. Is they're going to be just completely trying to just run away from any sort of fight from the enemy team. Mr. Baskets will be able to go ahead and get these wall rides right out of there, but I was like, why are they giving these over? And I didn't look up at the top of the screen for a solid minute right there. That level 1 is the best level 1 on Sylvanas. How do you, Leon Black, how do you feel about Unfurling Shadows as a sustained damage talent? Because that's how I've seen it being argued. If I'm going basic attack build, okay. Because that's what I think that's what I've been told, and that's what I've been seeing and like understanding. I have not played enough Sylvanas to argue it myself. I honestly don't get to play the game enough. If going the best build. This is going to be 17 to 16 in our levels right now. Dahaka does get the brush shock down here. Isolation does connect onto the Johanna. Lightning Breath will be coming out onto Porky right there, who gets dove on by the Greymane, and they also find the kill from Slip right there on the Maiev. Shadow charge forward onto Kelsier there right there, who gets the Banshees over the wall. Curse Bullet goes out. That's going to be the Polybomb going out, but they don't find the value right there. Protection, by the way, for this Medivh. Lucio trying to boost Dio in, trying to come help out with that kill, and the Sylvanas with the Wailing Arrow right at the end gets the Diablo kill. No souls to be removed, but that was just like, I was like, wait, oh, really? Okay. I'll burn that 90 second? No, it's 80 second cooldown, isn't it? No, 90 second cooldown. It's a meme talent? Okay. I feel like Rich's advice the most, to be honest. Sort of makes sense with the 13 armor? Okay. Single altar phase. Looks like Met will be, or excuse me, double altar phase. Met will be able to grab this. Slip will be able to grab the one down here, and 8 shots going over to the opposing side as well. We're getting to that real close part here, chat. We're getting really close to this. Who's gonna be able to pick this up? It's 15 to 17 with our core health. Boss is still up and available. We don't have a whole lot of health for this keep down here. I'm trying to look at the map and see how they play it, because more or less I think it's just controlling bottom lane for the members of Keanu Reeves. If they can do that, that'll be their game right there. But it's on the opposing side. If they can just take a couple fights and continually whittle them down as they have been on the side of Celeb Gaming, That might be the answer, but Diablo needing souls right now is the main issue. Okay. Initiation coming out. Polybomb is going to be going out. There we go. The sappers are going to be still up, and that's going to be the Warden's Cage. They just walk right through it with that Iron Skin from the Johanna. Sylvanas is a little bit low, but she gets the Banshees right out of there. They're looking at the Medivh. They find that kill. Polybomb once again went off. That is going to also be the massive shove, pushing back to the Haka, who's like, hey, thanks. I'm going to go ahead and clear out this wave. Hey, Subdue was finished, but you're dead. Last rites goes on a Tiger JK, who barely makes it out. Sorry, that ragdoll right there. Barely. They almost made it out of that alive, but the damage over time, as well as the follow-up damage from the school bus arm that is Stukov, is going to be able to yield them the kill. Single altar phase going to be popping up in this mid to bottom location. Not game ending for either side, but if they can get this bell tower converted over and they can maybe feed in a sapper, they could be looking at putting them in that below 10 health range. So yeah, they're going to go ahead and burn this down. Yeah, if they can actually burn this down before... You can see the pings coming out right now. They want to burn this down before the sappers come through so they can get a total of 8 shots in. 1, 2 will go through, and so they're going to be managing 6 if they can get this last sapper in. Don't think that's the priority for them. Mr. Basket's over here going for the channel. We do have Malthael in the top lane battling out onto Evasion. Isolation went out onto this Malthael. Can they get the kill? Oh, they pop the Essence. Last rites goes... And that's the burrow that I was talking about. That's the 16 seconds you want to make sure that you've counted for. You're counting that cooldown, and they didn't do it, or at least it forced that so that they were able to force the disengage. So full cooldown on it, not the longest in the world because they do have 3 stacks already, and it removes its cooldown is reduced by 5 seconds every stack. So it's going to be a total of 50 seconds. I was just about to say 55, and I'm like, come on, Bahamut, show off your math skills. You're not that bad of a caster. Ooh. Stukov goes down before I can even look back at the screen, and that's going to be a huge polybomb onto so many members. That's... Wow, Diablo goes down as well as the Maiev. Stukov was picked off. They do find a Dahak on top of all that. 3-for-1 trade. Mr. Baskets with that knockback as well. They did finish the subwoofer. 96 souls were sitting on that Diablo as well. That's such a rough spot to be in. You're just like, all right, cool. Like, I'll get the... Oh. And now they convert bottom bell tower over in their favor. This is going to be 4-4, and they can now back off and go for the conversion onto their own back here. Lucio just palling around it. This is a little... I don't like that. That makes me nervous. Mr. Basket also keeps getting picked through. Interesting. Gets picked though. Interesting support play. How do you shove them into the towers that aren't? Bell tower converted back over, so that's at least they don't need to worry about that. Double bell tower. Oh, they can't. Yeah, they couldn't get this boss. I think it'll leash in time before they even notice, too. Oh. Everybody's back up and available. It looks like they're just going to go for the defense on the side of Celeb Gaming. Dude Abides goes for this on the left, and they want more than this. It's 20-20 when it comes to our talent tiers as well. Met going for the channel on the right. 1 shield glare for the interrupt. Malthael finished that left-hand side. 5 shots went in, 10-12 in our core health right now. Oh, hold on. That's going to be silence from the Sylvanas. That wailing arrow. The break it down was used by the Lucio. Massive shove coming out from Porky, but Met, meanwhile, is going ahead and chunking into them. Last rites was used on the slip, but I think the Vault of the Warden completely mitigated that, as now the Lucio, or excuse me, the Malthael does go down right there. They buy back in. Slip going to be going for the channel on the right-hand side. Huge tongue drag onto the Stukov right there. Protection status, by the way, onto Porky, who's staying alive. The portal keeps him alive. Oh my god, that portal. These portal plays are so good, but now does Slip get the blink with the Avenging Spirit? Doesn't go for it. Both bell towers altars were picked up right there. 3 shots over to the left-hand side, down to 7 core health, and 5 over to the right, down to 9 core health. It's that late game. It's that clutch moment for both these teams. Portal out. Massive shove went out right there, but it didn't connect. Oh, hold on. They want to try and push in this and fight down here. Curse Bullet went out as well. That's going to be the Polybomb connecting onto 2. They do end it right there. Diablo with the last rites. Yeah, you go down right there, unfortunately, and that is also going to be Souls reset. They want to try and get these 3 sappers in as well. That'll put the enemy team down to 6 core health. They could maybe back off and go for boss and then really put him in that kind of checkmate position, or I guess check position, if you want to look at it as a chess game in any way, shape, or form. And they're doing their best to defend this. They're doing a great job. Polybomb goes onto a few right there. That's going to be Diablo with the devastating charge being finished out as well. Joanna stepping forward, maybe a little too far. Break it down was used. Iron Skin going to be popped, and they have the portal just to get that short distance, get out of there. Mr. Basket able to back off. I gotta say, it's insane. So let's see. Polybomb explodes 1 second sooner, and the spread is 25%. The temporal flux is just dumb. Like, watch Medivh's cooldown reduction on that polybomb. He's been getting it out, I feel like every like 30 seconds it feels. Like it's way shorter because of that. Wailing Arrow goes out, but I don't think it connects onto anyone. They've been fighting. Oh, Last Rites goes out, but it doesn't connect. How many stacks do we have? 4 stacks on the Last Rites. It has a 20-second cooldown on that 65-second cooldown overall. Wow. And they hold over this bottom lane during until the next bell tower phase. If they get both of these, this is going to be GG's in favor for the members of Keanu Reeves. They get the bottom one. Porky not going to be stalled out right there. They get the shield glare knowing that no one's in that bush. Matt going to be going for the channel right here. Do we get a cheeky play from... Yep. Zine is going to go ahead and get that one interrupt right there, and now they're going to battle this out. Let's pull away the talents really quickly. We can look at those at the end of the game, because this could be our end potential. Oh my god, the silence is so good onto Dahaka. It's standing still right there as they do find that first kill. Warden's Cage comes out, and Joanna's picked off. 1-for-1 trade so far. The Dude Abide is going to be back here, and they get picked off as well. Fight going to be breaking out above us, and that's going to be Stukov going down as well. Diablo does get picked off. No souls for the reset, and now Bird is going to be channeled, and they're able to make it out just fine. They take 4 shots themselves. If they rush boss right now, they could end this on the side of Celeb Gaming. Are they going to do it? The thing they have to worry about is the polybomb. It's off cooldown. Let's get the vision for... Yeah, we're on the side of Celeb Gaming. Yeah, they know. They're like, no. Like, we don't want to get polybombed. They releash it. This is, yeah, this is such a risky play right now. No way you want to do this and potentially put yourself in 1 core health. Because right now, the next altar phase will be a bottom one. It's just going to be down here, this bottom bell tower. It's literally coming down to this bottom bell tower. That's so crazy. They can 100% boss and end? Really? He has the bomb. He has to bomb the best. Did Malthael not take buyback? Yeah, he did. He's used it a couple times already. No one can stop death. Activate to immediately respawn in the Hollow Storms. Increase Malthael's next respawn time by 25%. Yeah, he already used it. Yeah, I mentioned that he bought back in. That's what I meant by... I've been watching too much Dota, so I was like, it's the buyback. No. Another camp gonna be picked up here, and let's see. Ooh, is this going to be? Oh, yeah, okay. That's the self-cleanse right there. Is this going to be the ending bell tower phase for them? Portal forward. Dahaka's in top. Dude, when did they brush dog? They're actually not showing in top either. So they have no idea where they are. The time is now. This game has so many kills for a heroic game. Yeah. This entire series does. Polybomb onto the Dahaka in the backline. That's also going to be the massive shove as well. Going to be currently chasing into this a little bit further. Self-cleanse goes out onto the Malthael right there, and this is going to be Tiger JK trying to go for the channel. Last Rites was going to be used on the Lucio, who does break it down as well. Joanna steps further forward into this. That's going to be the Wailing Arrow out from Sylvanas. They do get the Warden's Cage. Look at this polybomb value exploding over so many members who are just going to be locked into that corner right there, and they're starting to turn this around on the side of Celeb Gaming. Joanna goes down. The Lightning Breath comes out from the Diablo as well, slowing Porky a little bit, but Met wants to prioritize this channel, and they're doing a great job of anchoring for the friendly team. Can they get over this wall in time? Doesn't look like they managed to get it, and that is going to be shots going over, and game, set, match over to the members of Celeb Gaming. GG. Well played. Alrighty, everybody. We are going to go ahead and get set up for our next game. I'm going to be silent for a couple seconds because I need to run to the bathroom because it has been 2 hours for our first match. 2 hours for one best of